You are Bartok, an Adinos lizard-man priest of the nature goddess Lana. She has given you a living plant spirit called a heart that can be uprooted and replanted at will. You have taken up with a group of humans that want you to trade in the spear for something called a machine gun. What do you do?
I probably stab them with my hawk because I really don't like technology. It's really awful, and it just creates all kinds of stupid trouble that nobody really needs. So, stab them.
Never bring a spear to a gunfight. You are Reiko, a human ninja. You have been tracking the killers of your family for over 5 years now. You arrive at a prosperous village, and while you are visiting the local market, you recognize one of the killers. He is with his wife and 3 children enjoying a walk through the village. What do you do?
I try to lure him away from his family because I don't want to do to his family what he did to me. So I'm going to lure him away, and then I'm going to make him tell me why he did it, because there's just no reason for that. And I guess it's going to depend on what he tells me.
You are the dwarf fighter Harbeck. You have been captured and thrown into a dungeon with a kobold, a goblin, and a half-orc. None of you speak the same language, but you'll all have to work together to escape. What do you do?
A little game I like to call charades. Well, I'm assuming then none of them speak common, because I seem to speak common language. But, well, we're gonna look around and see what's around us, obviously. I have a great axe. Maybe we can work our way out of there. And some throwing hammers and armor. So maybe we can MacGyver that and get our way out.
You are Mathis, a human technician. Your former employer, Timo the Hutt, has died, and for some strange reason, he's left you a piece of property on Tatooine. When you arrive, you discover a bunker with a dozen Wookiees chained to the wall. You don't speak their language, and you misplaced your translator robot. What do you do?
Well, that's pretty awful. Well, I'm probably going to feed them, because I'm assuming they haven't eaten in a while, and maybe the fact that I'm giving them food is, they'll become less hostile, because I'm feeding them, and then maybe I'll find somebody else to unchain them and run the other way.
Yeah, let's hope you don't get mistaken for food.
Exactly.
Speaking of Wookiees, you are now the Wookiee warrior Laorik. You have joined a group of adventurers who are trying to escape the clutches of Hutts. Your group ends up stealing a starship and taking off. While checking the contents of the stolen ship, you discover a crate of fresh Wookiee pelts. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to dump those Wookiee pelts, because that's just going to look awful if anybody else finds that and we're on the ship. And then we're going to get the heck out of Dodge, because that would look awful, and we'd probably be killed by our own people. Well, I'm a hired gun. I don't need any of that. I do all I do for money.
You are the Marquis del Teatro, Athos Marquis del Teatro. You are a minor noble, but you secretly act against the monarchy as the Crimson Popinjay, an instigator for hire. A man wants to hire the Crimson Popinjay to poison the Marquis del Teatro. What do you do?
I'm going to take his money, because who doesn't like money? After taking his money, kill him, because I'm good at that. I'm an assassin, and then there's nobody trying to kill me, because he's trying to kill me.
You are Lady Psi, a psionic superhero. In your normal life, you're a psychiatrist. The daughter of a senator has been kidnapped, and the only witness was the elderly nanny who sustained head trauma during the kidnapping. She's now in the hospital in a coma. What do you do?
Well, if I'm psionic, I can probably look into her thoughts in some way, do some sort of thought scour, there we go, and try to figure out what she saw. Use her thoughts to find the daughter of the senator. Hopefully that'll give me something to run on, but if it doesn't, then I can try to scour the thoughts of some of the major cities and see if anybody saw anything.
Okay. You are Ricky Takamoto, the covert operations specialist. You have been offered a lucrative contract that is scheduled to pay out 25 ounces of pure gold, a substance you're allergic to. What do you do?
I'm allergic to gold?
Yeah.
That's awful. Let's see, highly trained in espionage, though. I'm gonna take some allergy pills and do it anyways.
You are Sally Sparks, a broke college student. You've been traveling through space and time with this charismatic guy called the Doctor, and you accidentally step into your own past. You see your past self about to be hit by a car, although you don't remember that event happening. There's no one watching you. What do you do?
Let's see. According to this, I'm pretty lucky. So I'm probably going to push myself out of the way after, I have an extra sweatshirt, so I'm going to put on my sweatshirt and cover myself with the hood so that I don't see myself. And just run off as fast as I can. Hopefully I won't see myself and create a hole in space-time.
Yeah. Holes in space-time are very difficult to patch.
Yeah, but the Doctor's pretty good, so if I screw up, he'll fix it for me.
You're Agent Thomas, a Time Lord working for the Celestial Intervention Agency. Your mission is to travel back in time to prevent the destruction of a species under attack. When you arrive, you discover there are two different species fighting for dominance. Only one is supposed to survive, but you don't know which one. What do you do?
I try to decide which one's cooler, see which one likes me better, which one I'd rather hang out with, and that's the one I'm going to save.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it works, and if it doesn't, I can go create a hole in space-time and they'll all be confused and work on something else instead.
Okay. There's Sam Nelson, a manager at an upscale Washington restaurant. You found an excellent chef who makes the tastiest meals around. He wants you to put his 3 specialty dishes on the menu: red flambe, spotted owl under glass, and baby seal stew. What do you do?
I buy him a cookbook and buy him classes for cooking because he doesn't sound like he's a very good chef. And
Oh, come on.
spotted owls under glass? Who wants to eat glass?
I mean, all this other stuff's been pretty excellent.
I don't know. The baby seal is, I think, illegal in most countries. So,
You are the kobold wizard Zornesk. A trickster spirit only you can see has attached itself to you and has just ruined the bard's performance on stage. The bard is coming toward you. What do you do?
well, I'm going to try to convince him that I'm a better bard than he is and take over his telling. Hopefully I can convince the crowd that I'm cooler, and they'll work with me to make him stop attacking me, because I don't know what else you would do. If there's the trickster spirit, working with me, I could probably do that. Sort of like Cochrane.
You are Rhode Island Jim McGlaris, an archaeologist. You made your living promoting the McGlaris model for how ancient civilizations lived. Now you've traveled back in time and found out your model is completely wrong. What do you do?
Well, everybody believes me, right? So, I don't know. I'm probably just going to let them believe in that for a little while until I can write something really great that's going to convince everybody why I was wrong and how I've changed my mind and realized the errors of my ways, and then they'll all think I'm pretty cool.
You are Jameer, a halfling druid and a pacifist by nature. While going about your business, a low-level wizard starts tossing fireballs indiscriminately, setting the forest you have sworn to protect on fire. What do you do?
That's super not cool. First off, I'm going to try to get everybody in the forest to try to help me put the fire out and, get that going while I go to talk to him, because he needs to stop. It's not cool. And, we don't really know why he's doing it, do we?
You are Rete Tamor, a simian engineer. You just put the last fuel cell into the warp drive. It's only going to take you halfway to the next planet. What do you do?
Well, am I alone?
At the moment, unless you call somebody on the communicator to come up
Okay.
and visit you.
See, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to call somebody on the communicator to try to bring us another fuel cell. And if there's not, then we're both stuck. And we can work together, because then at least there's 2 of us. Hopefully we have a lot of food.
You are Arctis, an Ursine Bearmine barbarian. Your limited intellect allowed you to be dominated by a sorceress you were looking to date. You've just been freed from her mind control after months of being her personal sex slave. What do you do?
That's awkward. Well, first I'm going to run for the hills. Unless I think I can overpower her and shred her face, because I probably think she's really evil at this point. And
You have twice as much as the strongest human you've ever met.
yeah. But if if I think I can take her down, I'm gonna do it. Because she's just controlled me for a really long time. That's uncool.
You are an orc bodyguard living in Chicago. You're the only son of Dorothea Figgins. Your real name is Elderby, but you're known by everyone as Tawnie. You are chilling at the Toothsome Tusk, a famous orc hangout. In a moment of carefree abandon, you rip your shirt off, revealing the I Love My Mom tattoo on your chest. You're now the laughingstock of the bar. What do?
I'm gonna play that off. Everybody likes to laugh, right? So I'm probably getting free drinks for the rest of the night. Who cares? I'm an orc.
You are the centaur innkeep, Davy. You inherited the inn from your brother Benny, who died to a lynch mob that didn't like him helping a group of outsiders. These outsiders have come back into town looking for Benny. What do?
Well, I'm probably going to take them out of town first, because if people are chasing them off, that's just not good. And I'll act like I'm chasing them off, just so that people aren't chasing me off, and then I'll see why they're looking for my brother, because that's probably important. Hi, I'm Tawnie Thompson. I don't know, I think I'm kind of fun, and I enjoy playing RPGs. I haven't done a whole lot of them, but I'd really like to get into it a lot more, so please vote for me.